Good evening, everybody. This month, when I sought God about what He's doing in the church this month, the 3 points that I heard: number one, He is launching new churches with power in the dark places. Number two, He is uniting the generations of leaders in the church. Number three, He is rewarding the faithful and shifting the church out of her comfort zone. And so my sons and my daughters know that I am launching new churches in the dark places. And they will not just be in the secular places or the traditional places where missionaries and other evangelists have gone before. Know that I am raising up churches that will be literally like at the gates of hell, like in camps and near the borders of Syria and in places held by ISIS and in other Muslim predominant countries. Know that I am going to bring a greater window of opportunity to minister in those places than has ever been before. The faithful have been praying for years, and even you here on this other side of the world, you have been praying for revival to come to those nations which seem to be so closed off. Know that I have heard your prayers, and now is the time where there's going to be greater pockets of freedom, even in places like North Korea, where you would ask, how in the world will this happen? But can a nation be turned in a day? Know that nothing is impossible for me, and I will do it. There are those that I have raised up who have been hidden in this time. Some of them are already in those countries. They are under like humanitarian and missionary and non-governmental organizations. But know that I have sent some of those in as secret agents, and they have just been waiting for the right time to be able to launch. So in this month, I am going to connect those people, and I'm also gonna send new people over there. They are gonna hear my call to go to those nations. I'm gonna give them favor with the governmental leaders. Even how it seemed impossible for Heidi Baker when she first started her ministry over there in Mozambique. Know that I am going to raise up my powerful leaders in these countries which seem to be closed off, and I'm going to give them favor in high places, even so that the government officials will come to them for answers, and they will have keys to get into places which had been blocked off before. Know that I am going to break down the barriers so that my kingdom can advance in these nations which seem to be closed off, as has not been done in the past, because now is the time where I said enough is enough, and I am taking back the enemy's hold from these nations. And I am also uniting the generations of leaders in my church. There has been a gap between the mothers and fathers and the younger generations that are coming up. But know that I am erasing all division, whether it's mentally perceived or whether actually perceived or actual, in fact, in the church. Know that I am raising up warriors, because I have a generation of warriors who are even right now in their cribs. Of all ages, my warriors, they have been being cultivated by me, and I am releasing some of them to have greater authority in this hour. So I encourage you, my people, to be open to being led by those who may be younger in age than you, but who are spiritually mature. Even your sons and your daughters, they will be able to give you wisdom, because I have been speaking to them in the night. They have had prophetic dreams. They have had encounters with me. And now is a time where I am releasing these younger generations to step up into greater places of leadership. By my elders, you will also release books. There are a lot of you who have books and handbooks in you, which you will now begin to write down. And you will even, some of this will be used in teaching the younger generations. So there's just going to be a synergy between all the generations in my church. And even those of you who think you're from a forgotten generation, know that I have not forgotten you. I'm not just uniting the very old and the very young, but I'm uniting people of all ages in my church, because you all have a part to play in this coming time of revival. So I'm calling all of my warriors of all ages to stand up and take their place of honor, but especially to not despise or to not quench those who seem to be younger in age, but who are powerful in my spirit. And number three, I am rewarding the faithful. Even those ministries that have been struggling financially, there are a lot of churches, not just here in the U.S., but around the world, where I have made promises to them, and they have been waiting on those promises to be fulfilled. Know that I am releasing my promises, even to those ministries where some of them are struggling to stay open or to pay their utilities, or they've been wondering, why are we here? Some of them have lost vision. Know that I am going to revisit my churches, not just in the United States, but across the world. I am breathing life into those promises which I gave them long time ago, and they will see the fruition starting in this month. But know that I am also calling my church to take back what has been lost. Even as has already been said, I am making my church have a larger voice right now in this time. I am getting rid of the dinosaurs and the eyesores in the spirit. I am making my church more relevant to the times so that you will be active in society. You will see that such and such church was on the news ministering to victims of such and such tragedy. You will see people take a bolder stand, even as Kathy Lee Gifford this week was very bold in announcing her faith as far as when my servant Billy Graham died. Know that people will be on the news and they will represent me and the gospel, and it will be commonplace, because there is no division between my kingdom and the world. In my eyes, I have called you and equipped you to take all strategies and all areas of the earth for my kingdom and for my glory. And now is a time where I am fanning the fire of revival into you. I'm fanning that boldness so you will be courageous like lions. No longer will you draw back. No longer will you shy from even praying in the grocery stores or praying for your coworkers at work. You will all do your part. You will rise up and you will know that I am with you, and I will give you the words to say, and I will accompany you as you step out with signs and wonders.